Hi, I'm Terry Ross, founder of Apex Platform, powered by Engage Technologies Group, and I'm excited to share with you my 7 steps to deliver a 5-star patient experience in your aesthetic practice. There's a quote by Maya Angelou you've probably heard before. When it comes to delivering a 5-star patient experience, this quote sums it up perfectly. People will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. We all want a 5-star reviews. We want a 5-star experience and reputation. But is your practice providing a 5-star customer experience? I have worked with hundreds, actually thousands of practices over the past 15 years, and I have found that there are 7 key strategies to providing a positive patient experience. Each of these steps represents a distinct opportunity to provide high-quality patient care and ensure a memorable customer experience. Keep in mind, none of these are optional. You can't just do 2 or 3 and skip the rest. You must master them all. So here we go. Number 1, your website. It's your first impression. It's your brand. Don't skimp on that. Have it be professionally designed and aesthetically pleasing. Have your SEO optimized. Have it load quickly. Have it reflect your brand, your image, and appeal to your ideal client and demographic. It must contain good before and after images. That is the most number 1 site visited. Your web leads must be responded to right away within the first hour for optimal patient conversions. And your follow-up on those leads with phone calls, emails, text within a protocol of 2 to 7 days is critical. Number 2, your phone skills. I cannot emphasize enough the importance of training your front desk team, frankly, your entire team. It's the most critical step in the patient experience, both on the phone and in the consultation. The person who answers the phone is the first direct experience and human contact a patient has in your practice. It is the difference between gaining or losing a patient. Your first impressions are the backbone of your practice and your brand. You want every staff member to have a dynamic personality and be highly trained, or you are losing money. Your front desk team member must be able to credential every provider as well as the practice. They must know your unique value proposition. What is your why? Why do people go to you and not the person down the street? They should be converting 70% of those calls into a consultation and then into a booked appointment. And if they're not, I am telling you, you are leaving significant revenue on the table. So here are some best practices when it comes to phone skills. Number 1, I want you to pick up the phone on the 3rd ring. Number 2, greet the caller cheerfully. Ask them their name. State your title, your name, and your role in the practice. And get a callback number in case you get disconnected. This is going to give you the information you need to put in your software system. Ask the caller how they heard about the practice. The referral source is critical. You're spending money to get that lead. We have to track where that referral source is coming from. Before placing the caller on hold, ask, is it okay? Do you mind if I put you on hold for a few minutes, or would you rather me call you back? Thank the caller every 20 to 30 seconds if they are on hold, and then resume the call. Recommend scheduling a consultation or an appointment. And what I mean by that is, how about, Amber, how about Tuesday at 2? Not when would you like to come in? I want you to provide 2 different appointment dates and times so that you get a higher acceptance rate. Before hanging up, always ask the patient, have I answered and responded to all of your questions? Is there anything additional that I can answer for you? Inform the caller that you are happy to follow up with them with additional information if that will help them gain that appointment. Finally, ask the caller to provide their email address so that you can send important information to them. The less they can go searching, the better it is for them to make a decision. Number 3, entering the practice. God, this sounds so silly, but you want the patient's first impression when they're entering your practice to be inviting and welcoming and high class and clean. Make sure that your front desk team greets them. State the patient's name. Stand up, shake their hand, introduce yourself, and get their name. If you have a returning patient on the schedule, make it clear that you remember them. Bring up something about them or something that they did. Even if you've had a stressful day, I want you to try to keep a positive attitude. I get it, but focus on them. Do not complain. They can read and feel your personality. This experience for them is what's going to lend them to stay in the practice and continue to come back. Every patient is very important because what we're looking for is not just a symptomatic approach of a patient today, but long-term patient retention. Make sure that you're following a dress code that is aligned with your brand. I'm going to ask you something. What are you? Are you the Ritz-Carlton? Are you Marriott? Are you Holiday Inn? You can be whatever you want to be, stay in the lane, but convey the image that you want the clients to feel that you're portraying. Make sure that your waiting area is spotless and your office furniture and your space is clean and again reflects your brand. Make sure that you have current reading material, educational videos, loop videos on the various services and the retail products that you offer. You want your patients to be educated, not looking at their iPhone. Have a beverage station with coffee or water or tea. This just creates just such a welcoming environment and experience for them. Finally, honor your patient's time by encouraging your entire team to stick to the schedule to promote operational efficiency. This will also lend to your increased revenue per hour. If your provider is running behind, let the patient know and update them frequently so that they're not frustrated. Number 4, the consultation. This is my jam, it's my favorite thing. The consultation is really where the rubber meets the road. This is a huge topic, but here are just a few elements of what makes a successful consultation. I want you to make sure you have enough time scheduled so that the patient feels heard, understood, and not rushed. Take an engaged approach. I want you to use the LAYER model. It's a communication method, which stands for listen, acknowledge, explore, and respond. By validating their questions, ultimately you're getting to know them. Remember, don't talk, listen, don't tell, ask questions, don't sell, solve a problem, don't pitch, inform, and don't leave without providing them a solution. Explain the features and benefits of each treatment and procedure. Connect with your patients so that you can establish trust, understand their needs and their desires. Asking them the right questions will help you uncover more about them, which gives you the ability to offer the appropriate solution-based treatments for what they're looking for. Number 5, treatment plans. Building and presenting treatment plans help increase patient retention, increase lifetime value, and ultimately produce the best possible outcome for your patient. That's what they're looking for, results. Get their buy-in by asking them, did I answer all of your questions? Based on what I heard you saying, are you comfortable? My recommendation for you, Terry, to get the treatment that you're looking for is to do this treatment plan because that is what's going to give the patient the best outcome. Number 6, the close. Are you closing the consultation? And really what I mean by that is, are you gaining commitment? Are you getting the patient to say, yes, I want that? Because objections really arise based on not giving enough value. And the most common objections are price, budget, fear, pain. They might need more information. They might want to go seek another consultation, or they might need to talk to their spouse. You guys, objections are nothing but complaints until you can validate them. So the most effective way to handle objections is to have a preemptively explained features and benefits, providing the right value, giving the feelings associated with what they're looking for. But if you ask the right questions, you know you have the solution, which means it never is an objection because you can handle that and overcome that. So while your natural reaction most of the time is to feel defensive, or the patients may be questioning your value, or the objections can be a good indicator of the patient may be feeling like, I don't have enough information, or they might want a clearer response, or it's a hidden fear that they have. Or candidly, I've done this and trained this for so long, you didn't ask me or the patient enough questions to get around that emotional need. Why do I really need it? How does it make me feel? How much is it bothering me? What am I willing to pay for it? How committed is the patient to not feeling that way anymore? Patients buy for the result. They don't buy the tangible thing. They're not buying the injectable. They're not buying the boob job. They're not buying the facelift. They are buying how it makes them feel afterward. Number 7, the follow-up. I love saying this, the fortune is in the follow-up, because it is. Did you know that 45% of patients' inquiries are never followed up with at all? You guys, we have work to do. Mastering the follow-up can set your practice apart from the competition. And here are a few suggestions to master the art of the follow-up. Send a handwritten thank you note to your new patients after they visit the practice. This will go a long way. Schedule a follow-up phone call 1 to 2 days. Post them coming in for their procedure or their consultation. Schedule a follow-up maybe 7 days after. Maybe they came in and they didn't book, but why? Let me tell you something. 35% of patients will schedule with you just based on a follow-up phone call. You must track and measure your conversion rates. Stay in touch with your patients on a monthly, regular basis, giving them educational newsletters, spotlight upcoming events, your new staff, loyalty programs, testimonials, specials, new devices or treatment options you're offering. It is called reach and frequency for a reason. Touch me. Make me want to call your office and book with you. If you have happy patients, they are more than happy to refer you patients. So with that said, I hope you found this information valuable, and I know I gave you these 7 top tips to a customer experience. And if you're struggling with any of these things, if you're like, oh my God, I do 2 of these well, and I'm not doing 3 of these, I invite you to visit apexplatform.com. Our curriculum in our sales training program goes through this in great detail. We would love to learn more about you. So again, I invite you to visit apexplatform.com to schedule a discovery call with our team. Let us learn about you and help you get the 5-star customer experience that you're looking for.